Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting update. We start with legend Andres Iniesta in a recent interview where he talks about Barcelona versus Inter coming up. He talks about Xavi, his former teammate and friend. Talk about Messi, Pedri, Gavi, Busquets return to Camp Nou. We are going to be discussing on what Andres Iniesta had to say in his recent interview. Then secondly, talking about this Chelsea midfielder, Jorginho, as it has been reported that Jorginho's agent have been spotted in Barcelona amid rumors of a 2023 free transfer. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, before we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Ahead of Barcelona's UEFA Champions League encounter against Inter Milan, club legend Andres Iniesta spoke to Gazzetta dello Sport, where he rated their chances of making it to the knockout stages of the competition, while also talking about the recent results and his own future. Barcelona lost their last Champions League game against Inter Milan 1-0 at the Giuseppe Meazza, leaving them with the task of winning their remaining matches to be certain of a spot in the round of 16. And Iniesta opened up on the results of the game, which was influenced by some poor decisions from the referee, saying that it was a very bad result for Barcelona because of the consequences it brings. The match against Inter are always exciting and difficult. Anything can happen. Talking about his former partner in crime, Xavi Hernandez, explaining about the officiating calls made against Inter, the 38-year-old said, "There are times when you express your disappointment. In my opinion, the plays that were talked about were clear, and given the importance of the game, when a decision hit you, you take the hit in a negative way." Barcelona faced Inter at home on Wednesday, and Iniesta highlighted the importance of the encounter of his former club by saying, "It is vital that Barca win to stay alive in that competition. It is a crucial match. Inter have a great team and it will be difficult for Barcelona." Talking about the approaches that the two teams must take in that game, the footballing legend said, "I hope that Barca takes the initiative and that Inter wait for their options, even considering that in theory a draw could suit them. The Champions League is a competition of details. If you make a mistake, you pay for it, but Barca has a great opportunity to come back and I hope it succeeds." Iniesta also seemed to express some doubts about the mental strength of this current Barca side, stating that they get affected a lot by a single loss. He said, "From a distance, it seems to me that around Barcelona there is a certain emotional instability. Victories give you a lot of morale, but a single defeat is enough for doubts to return, to lower the general mood," he said. However, he added that Barca have a great squad and have done a marvelous job since the start of the season, and they should not let a defeat affect their confidence. He said, "I think that Barca has found an excellent lineup and has a very complete squad. The work done since the beginning of the season is so excellent. Confidence and hope must remain high. They must be conditioned so easily." Iniesta also spoke about the Barcelona midfield duo of Pedri and Gavi, who have emerged as two of the most important cogs in the wheel for Xavi's side, despite being in their teens. He said, praising the two, he said, "They are two very young boys who have a great present and a spectacular future. Gavi and Pedri play very naturally with ease. I don't think they feel the pressure. It is clear that they have to convince as Xavi and I did. They carry football inside. You don't notice that they suffer on the field or that they shy away from responsibility. You can see that they enjoy it, and that is something that comes from within. Either you have it or you don't." The 38-year-old Barca legend insisted that the youngsters have the best person alongside them to earn or to learn from in the form of Sergio Busquets. He said, "Busquets' career is one of the best in the history of football. Gavi and Pedri have at their side someone from whom they can learn a lot, who can support them and help them grow on and off the pitch." Giving his opinion on the rumors of Lionel Messi's potential return to Barcelona next year, Iniesta said, From a distance, I see it as complicated, but in football, you never know. Iniesta, currently the captain of Japanese outfit Vissel Kobe, spoke about his own future, insisted that he would love to return to Barcelona in some capacity in the near future too. However, he added that for now, his focus is on training well and continuing to play. He said, "I'll always be here for another year in Japan, and then we'll see. I would love to return to Barca. It is my home, but I still don't know in what capacity, coach, sports director, or something like that. In any case, the first thing I have to do is to train, and for now, I still feel I see myself as a player. It is nice to think that someone who has been and given so much to a club can continue to do so, even if he stops playing, but the right conditions must be met. For this, you can't say I'm not going to do anything. But let me come back," he added. Then on to the next story of discussion with Pedri, Gavi, Nico Gonzalez, Frankie de Jong, Frank Kessie, and Pablo Torre. Barcelona have largely sorted out their midfield for the short and long term. However, finding a replacement or even an alternative for Sergio Busquets remains a huge problem. The Spaniard becomes a free agent in the summer of 2023 and has shown no intention to renew his contract. In fact, the popular notion suggests he may be off to the MLS to play at David Beckham's Inter Miami. Consequently, the next few months will be focused on finding someone who can replace Busquets in the center of the park. Wolverhampton Wanderers' Ruben Neves and Real Sociedad Martin Zubimendi led the race, but Barcelona have also been linked with Chelsea's Jorginho, and recent rumors from Giacomo Lucabelli suggest the Italian agent was in Barcelona in the last few days. Jorginho, while on the wrong side of 30, is set to become a free agent when his contract expires this season. Barcelona have indulged in Bosman transfers over the course of last 3 windows, including Eric Garcia, Memphis Depay, and Sergio Aguero in the summer of 2021, and then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the winter of 2022. Both Frank Kessie and Andres Christensen were also brought in by the time the summer hit this year. It would therefore not be surprising to see Barcelona target Jorginho, especially considering the hurdles Zubimendi and Neves' transfer are likely to set. Sociedad are already looking to renew the Spaniard, but which will make the negotiations terribly difficult for Barcelona. They will likely have to shell out a release clause of 60 million euros to sign him. As for Neves, it is said that the likes of Manchester United and Arsenal are chasing his signature, even though the player prefers Barcelona. The club will not enter a bidding war and will only sign him if he chooses to reject move to other side. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.